What is the trust issue you're solving? This is the key question that we believe will be defining the business landscape in the next 10 to 20 years. The same question that, let's say, 20 years ago, the new question with the nascent of the internet was, what is the problem you're solving? This is the typical question we have in Silicon Valley. What is the problem you're solving? And even before that, the question was, what business are you in? Well, now we're looking at a period when what is the trust problem you're solving is going to become the key enabler of business. We believe Tesla has a good chance to become the first trillion-dollar company to actually be solving for trust. We believe that the combination of blockchain technology and car insurance is the beginning of a much bigger insurance business based on blockchain technology and the availability of data. This is a Not Even Wrong podcast. It's May 2nd, 2021. This is Krim Delko. It's a Sunday. There's no update for the year. We are flat and the market is up 10.5%. We're underperforming by 10.5%. What is the trust problem you're solving? This is the key question that we believe is going to define the landscape of the next 10 to 20 years in the business, particularly Silicon Valley, but in general, all the other businesses. And I want to elaborate first and foremost, what does it actually mean? What is the problem with trust? Why is blockchain technology an enabler for trust-solving businesses? How does it apply to Tesla? And in particular, why is it so interesting for the insurance company? Let's start with blockchain technology. So blockchain technology has one aspect that is very crucial, that is, it is a decentralized way to define the state of the world. So is it raining today or not? That might be a stupid question, particularly in California. The answer is no, and that's it. But it's maybe not so easy to solve. And one of the first applications of blockchain technology is crop insurance, because the state of the world, for example, has it rained in the last 7 days? Well, I might say no as a farmer because my crops dried out. The insurance company might say, well, yes. I mean, there was enough moisture on Tuesday night to qualify for rain. And there we go. We have a 2-year lawsuit, and most farmers cannot afford that, and therefore crop insurance is only for the big guns. So I'm just trying to illustrate in one small example of how complicated the definition of the state of the world actually can be. Blockchain technology solves for that. We have a decentralized way to decide what is. And the question of what is absolutely crucial for the insurance business. Now, let's go on. Let's take the car insurance business. The car insurance business, or any kind of insurance business, but let's start with car. Excuse me. The car insurance business has a two-sided sort of principal-agent problem, or I don't know what the exact word is in economics, but we have a trust problem here. If I'm an insurance company, I want to insure you, but you might cheat. I'm not sure if you're honest. And if I'm insured by you, I might not trust you because you might, like I said, drag your feet, not pay out my damages. So I have this problem, and it can be solved by blockchain technology, because blockchain technology, we can both agree, we can write a contract which says, I'm going to pay you $50 a month, but if the state of the world is such that it doesn't rain for 7 days in a row, and the blockchain, let's say the Ethereum blockchain, which we both agreed on is the arbiter here, says that yes, it didn't rain for 7 days, the contract will automatically pay out. There's no more lawyers involved. There's nothing. This is a contract. I agreed on it. It's explicit. It's clear. There's absolutely no hanky-panky, and there's no need for lawyers even before, but definitely not after the fact. So this is how blockchain technology can solve for trust issues, and this is why we believe insurance is one of the first interesting applications. Now let's go more specific. Why are we so excited about Tesla being in this business? Well, Tesla's already offering car insurance in California, and we predict that within the next 5 to 10 years, Tesla will be the first global car insurance offerer in the world. We don't have, think about it, nobody is offering global car insurance yet. No, I mean, Geico is doing it in the US, even in the US, not in every state. And then we have Allianz in Europe, but maybe they're a pan-European company. But Allianz is really a conglomerate of local insurance companies. Allianz Italia is Allianz Italia. They're purely Italian because they're better be. They need to have understandings of the Italian law. They have to access to courts. They, you know, all the little nitty-gritty stuff that we humans deal with when we deal with legal issues. So you can't have a global company like a Silicon Valley style company based in Palo Alto or San Mateo and then sell a service globally and do it kind of almost on a self-serve basis, like software as a service, for example. You can't do that. You can't have insurance as a service globally because of all these legal issues. Enter blockchain technology and enter data. So you need two components to make a blockchain technology actually be an enabler for the insurance business for a global company. First and foremost, you need data. So any kind of smart contract, let's say if you have a contract which says if you drive according to the Tesla autopilot. So let's say you actually engage the autopilot and the autopilot does what algorithms are supposed to do, and you have an accident, then we will, and the conditions are such that the road was fine, that you were driving on a road that the autopilot says you should be driving on, and you weren't driving on an off-road with no lane marks and all that stuff. So there's all these conditions. If all such and such happened, then you will be, we will execute a smart contract which will pay you a certain damage. The data, so you see, we need to have data here, and Tesla is already even now, by far better in providing data about how people drive. Look at all these issues we have recently in China, for example, when somebody was saying, your brakes didn't work and I had an accident. Well, guess what? Here's the data log. Look at it. This is what it is. This is just a bit. So we're already seeing that the data availability or the proliferation of data throughout the Tesla network through data logs is changing the way people think about safety, car safety, and also trust, because people trust Tesla because they give you the data. Now imagine you can algorithmatize this. You can go to the next level where you say, look, there's no need to discuss here. We have the data. It goes automatically into a smart contract through something called an oracle, which is kind of like, think of an oracle like a system which is off-chain, so it's on top of the blockchain, which collects data and provides it to the actual blockchain, to the smart contracts which are written on the blockchain. And the blockchain smart contracts, they are written along the lines of, for example, if the state of the world on May 2nd is such that you were driving properly, you had an accident, and all these conditions from A to Z were met, then this contract will automatically pay out. And then the oracle provides the data which are necessary to provide input to make sure that all these conditions were met. So you were engaging the autopilot, it wasn't minus 50 degrees, there wasn't a hurricane or some force majeure, none of that. Okay, fine. All this data is provided, you're good, we're paying you out. So what I'm trying to say here is that with the provision of data and the smart contract, which is based on, let's say, Ethereum, you can have a trusted, decentralized way of executing this particular insurance policy. We call it smart contract, we can call it insurance policy. And now imagine you can have this provided in Greece, in Nigeria, in Lebanon, in California. It doesn't matter, because you don't need this legal, you don't have this legal system anymore that you need local lawyers and all that stuff. Maybe you need some lawyers to set it up in each country, but once it's set up, that's it. You can go on. So the same way, let's say Uber became a global car hailing company because they had certain services they could tap in globally, and they didn't need to have a global a local messaging company in France and a local messaging company in England and then Nigeria. They could just tap into the Twilio services and then tap into the wireless network that was available in each country, and that's it. They could provide the same way. Now we could have Tesla offering a global car insurance business based on blockchain technology and its own data, and have a secured, trusted insurance business that gives the people the safety that they're going to be paid out if the conditions are met, and gives Tesla also, of course, the ability to price this properly because they have the data. They also have, they save enormous amounts of money in terms of, first of all, knowing how people will drive because they have the data, and they also, if driving becomes more algorithmatized, then Tesla themselves will also have much more security in how people will drive. They will have an ex ante understanding of how people will drive, which is a complete novelty in the insurance business. So to summarize, the question, what trust problem are you solving for, in our view, is going to become the question of the sort of late, the late middle part, no, the second quarter of the 21st century. This is the right way to say it. So the first 25 years were about what is the problem you're solving, which was the beginning of the internet, at the end of the last millennium, and then all these technologies that came up. What is the problem you're solving? The typical question that you hear in Silicon Valley. Well, the next 25 years, the second quarter of this century, is going to be, what is the trust problem you're solving? And we believe Tesla, through the insurance company that they have, and also, of course, through the ability to build an innovation stack, and the whole DNA of Tesla is such that they can absorb a new technology and build a business out of it. We believe that Tesla is very well positioned to build a global insurance as a service type business, very much along the lines of a self-service software as a service business that we see today with companies like Salesforce.com and all these companies, where you don't have local salespeople selling software, at least not for smaller transactions, because it's all automized, algorithmatized. It's available through the cloud, and you don't need this big network of people selling and all this infrastructure. The same way here, we believe that through the combination of availability of data in the driving and the blockchain technology, let's say Ethereum, it could be another blockchain, but we like Ethereum, it could be Algorand, those are the two we like. We believe that Tesla could become a global insurance company, and this is just the beginning. It's car insurance. The next step could be housing insurance, energy infrastructure insurance, and we believe that the insurance business itself could become a multi-trillion-dollar company. Finally, this is an episode about. This is one of those episodes that I think we will come back in hopefully in a couple of years, and we will pinpoint, say, you see here, this is when we changed our mind. This is when we became much more clear about what the opportunity is. And I think it is very important, particularly in this day and age where there's so much hype and so much speculation about blockchain technology. Yes, there is. Most people are in particularly Ethereum and Bitcoin for the wrong reasons. They're in there for speculative reasons. There's a lot of leverage in the system. The first business applications in DeFi are all about leverage and gambling and all that stuff. It's fine. Look, it is what it is. We're not going to judge people by that. We sometimes look very stupid when we say, people look at us, oh, well, you're one of them investing in this Bitcoin stuff. Look, yes, maybe it sounds stupid. Maybe we sound like some 20-something speculator who doesn't know what they're doing. But I can tell you, we have done a thorough analysis of this. We are incredibly excited talking to leading academics in the comp sci crypto world. This problem of trust, this problem of solving the Byzantine general problem, and generally having decentralized trust, and therefore having a state of the world which is clear and understandable and unambiguously accepted by all the parties, is the gateway to the Internet of Trust and the gateway to a new business world where businesses solve for trust. And this example with Tesla hopefully illustrates how this can become not just an interesting business for Tesla, but an enormous boost for society. Because imagine all the slack and all the waste that we have to deal with now, with all these lawyers and local lawyers and this and that. Like I said, let's say Allianz is maybe a pan-European company, but they have lawyers in each country, in Italy, in Greece, and it's such a pain. Now imagine you have a Silicon Valley-based company like Tesla offering car insurance across the world, in Europe, in Nigeria, in Greece, in Turkey, because it's all based on the data that Tesla has, which is provided through an oracle to the, let's say, Ethereum blockchain. The state of the world is by block decided, unambiguously clear, and smart contracts are paid out. I think we will look back to this system that we have right now with laws and disputes as archaic, as really not desirable. And this is also why we're so excited about blockchain technology. Maybe sometimes we're being mixed up with people that maybe are investing in the space for the wrong reasons. That's fine. We don't care. We are very happy. We just staked a decent amount of money for Ethereum too. We hope that this network can proliferate and become much faster and scalable. It's a great opportunity for us investors to generate wealth by investing in fundamental new concepts and engineering practices around blockchain technology. It's a great opportunity for companies like Tesla to solve huge trust problems, and it's a great opportunity for society to become much more efficient and have less slack in the system. Thank you.